Yeah, right now the show begin. We gon' bring it to the house for the home team. 3 plays, 3 wins for the whole team. We gon' bring it to the house for the home team. We better ready from head to feet.
Swinging to the right center field. And it is. Whoa! Are you kidding me? It's time to go. It's time to go right. Get ready.
Friday Night Baseball on Apple TV is presented by Verilux Lenses. It's a playoff rematch tonight in Milwaukee. A sellout crowd on hand as the Chicago Cubs visit the Milwaukee Brewers. Rinse and repeat. That's been the story for the Milwaukee Brewers, looking for their 4th straight division title, a season high, 20 games over 500. While the Cubs, they've navigated a ton of pitching injuries this year to stay in the playoff race. They're coming off a 4-game sweep over the Mets in New York. As we welcome you into the broadcast booth, Alex Faust, Ryan Spielbergs, Tricia Whitaker here with you. Of course, last year they played a thrilling National League Division Series going the distance. All 5 games were pretty entertaining. Milwaukee took the first series of the year, a 3-game sweep over the Cubs, and now they head north of the state line.
Yeah, this has turned into an amazing rivalry just because the Cubs are expecting to beat the Milwaukee Brewers based on payroll and some of the talent, but it's been the Brewers the last 2 years. They've been eating their lunch, rolling out the barrel. Now the Brewers play great defense, they can pitch, but they also have a Jacob Misiorowski.
Yeah, it will be Misiorowski on the mound here tonight. You can make the argument, Spilly, he is the best pitcher in baseball.
He is the best pitcher in baseball, bar none. I mean, it's not even close. When you think about these numbers, ERA, opponent batting average, opponent OPS, the whip, the strikeouts, close to 14 strikeouts per 9. That's ridiculous. Why? Well, he throws harder than everybody else in the sport. 514 pitches, over 100 miles an hour. That's 37.5% of the pitches. All other starting pitchers in Major League combined, they don't even have close to that number. And it's not just the velocity, it's the extension. He gets so much extension that the fastball plays up close to 3 miles an hour better than the actual velocity you'll see on the radar. So when you're facing a guy like this, he is basically a robot trained to strike you out.
This is career appearance number 31 for Misiorowski, already with 225 career strikeouts. He's on pace this year to flirt with 300 if he keeps this up. So catch it if you can, if you're the Cubs. Now you think about where the Cubs are at. They've had a roller coaster season. 2 10-game winning streaks, a 10-game losing streak. It looked like they were stuck in a big-time rut. And then Pete Crow Armstrong exploded.
Yeah, he did. And you go back to when it started to take off for him. You go to Chicago in a series there. But for Pete Crow Armstrong, Craig Counsell put him at the top of the lineup. They're just throwing things against the wall, trying to figure out how to get this offense going, and he has blossomed. 11 homers, first in baseball, the extra base hits, the on-base percentage, the slugging. To me, this is the best all-around center fielder in the sport, other than Byron Buxton. But when I'm watching him, you think about the ranks for National League center fielders. First in homers, first in runs scored, first in OPS. But what stands out for me, I love watching defense. Pete Crow Armstrong's the best defensive center fielder. Putouts number 1, outs above average number 1. He was last year's Gold Glover. He's going to win it again. He is incredible on both sides of the baseball.
Yeah, this Cubs offense was a big talking point in Chicago. Seemed to be stuck in neutral for a long period of time, but they've won 10 of 13 games coming in. A huge series in New York. Dansby, Swanson, you want to talk about exploding. He did that and then some over the Mets this week. So the Cubs making their push. The Brewers looking to pull away. Jackson Chourio is a big part of their story. And when we come back, Tricia Whitaker on Chourio's continued growth for the first place Brewers. Friday Night Baseball continues right after this. The Cubs and the Brewers to kick off the division series. And the hit parade continues. 6-1 Milwaukee. Andrew Vaughn ties the game with 1 swing. A 3-run shot from Jackson Chourio. Pete Crow Armstrong delivers. And the Cubs have the lead. Ian Happ takes Freddie Peralta deep for the 2nd time in the series. Bryce Terang, his biggest swing as a Brewer. Ball game over. The Brewers will play for the pennant. Friday Night Baseball. Baseball on Apple TV is presented by Verilux lenses. A rematch of last year's NLDS. The Cubs at the halfway point, 81 games in the books, 6.5 back of first, sitting in a wild card spot. But can they overcome their rivals to the north? Milwaukee has been the better of the two teams ever since Craig Counsell took that drive down I-94. And of course, the Brewers got the better of the Cubs in last year's NLDS in 5 games. The Cubs slugging first baseman Michael Busch, standing by on the field with Trisha Whitaker.
All right, Michael, we look forward to this rivalry. Fans look forward to this rivalry, but can you describe this rivalry in your own words?
Yeah, it's a good one. Two really good teams going at it. First time we've been in Milwaukee this year, so I think Milwaukee fans bring a little extra juice for the Cubs.
You have had success against Miz, who is on the mound tonight. You guys know how tough he is. Describe what it's like facing him.
Yeah, he's good. Obviously, he's got the velo that not many people have. But yeah, it's always nice when you get to see some guys, but still a really good pitcher. I'm going to have to really bring it tonight, just top to bottom, grind out some at-bats.
Appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
All right, Trisha, highly anticipated showdown in the NL Central as we take a look at tonight's starting lineups presented by BetMGM. The Cubs featuring Dansby Swanson, an 11-game on-base streak. Those 15 runs batted in the last 4 games, a .440 on-base percentage during his on-base streak. And he's still in the 9-hole, and they will face Jacob Misiorowski. A year ago this month, Billy, Jacob Misiorowski made his major league debut. 5 starts into his career. He was named an all-star. Now he's the front runner for National League Cy Young.
Yeah, I mean, I love the trajectory of Jacob Misiorowski. Let's spill the beans on him today. Miz around and find out nobody throws the ball harder in Major League Baseball than the Miz and the Cubs. 1 for 22 on fastballs, over 100 miles an hour. And Summerfest, Miz has turned into the biggest name in baseball. He is the headliner. We know the next 3 weekends in Milwaukee, you have these great concerts. And so tonight, on a Friday night, you got the main headliner right now in the Miz. Statcast is powered by Google Cloud. Give you an idea of the stuff. The boxes does not tell the full story. You got the big 4-seam fastball, the slider, the cutter, but it's his extension and it's the vertical attack angle which he releases the baseball from. All the guys that have faced him this year, they say the same thing. His fastball is the best one in baseball, and it's not just because of the velocity, it's all the unique attributes of extension and where he releases the ball.
When they first met this season, the Brewers trailed the Cubs by 1.5 games in the division. They swept the Cubs and have not trailed in the NL Central since. First place Brewers, second place Cubs. Both hot coming into this series. Chicago has won 10 of 13. Milwaukee has won 8 of 12. And Jacob Misiorowski on the mound for Milwaukee. He'll face Pete Crow Armstrong to begin the night. And it's swung on and missed 103 miles an hour to light the fuse.